Hi, I'm Erin McCune. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Easeenet.com. Today I'm going to walk you through step by step setting up a new Easeenet account and answering a lot of the common questions that we get as people get started with their account. So we're starting here on Easeenet.com, and if you just click the green Start Free Trial button, you can set up a new account. What you'll need to do is fill in your first and last name, your email address, your password, confirm your password, and then there's a place for a phone number. Now keep in mind, your cell phone number is optional, but if you put in a cell phone number, it enables two-factor authentication, which means that it's a second level of security for your account and will text you a code anytime you're trying to log in with your password from a new unrecognized device. Down at the bottom, you can see your options. We give you a 14-day free trial with a monthly or an annual subscription, or you can just have a free forever subscription, although that's more limited. At the bottom, if you have an affiliate or coupon code, you can put that there. We've gone ahead and filled in the fields, and now we're going to go ahead and click register. At this point, what's going to happen is it's going to send an email to verify to your email account that you need to click to be able to log in. We're not going to need this anymore, so we're going to close that and go to your email. It may be in promotions, but it will be a welcome to Easeenet account with a verify button, or if you don't see the button for some reason, you can click there and it'll directly log you in. It will immediately launch your tour, and you can go through step by step and get an orientation to your complete Easeenet dashboard. You can reopen that at any time by restarting your tour from your menu. For now, we're going to skip tours since I'm giving you the personal tour. You can see already on your homepage, you've got your personal folder. Now keep in mind, any passwords that you save or anything else that you save to this folder is not shared with any of your legacy contacts. So those are going to be the people that have access to your account if something happens to you. Anything that you put in that personal folder, they will not see. Documents is going to be organized by category. There is, again, a short video tour to show you how to set those up. But it's very simple. Up in the top corner, there's an upload documents button. You can select your file, select your category, and upload those documents, and you can do up to 10 at a time. So once you have got your account set up, the first thing that you're going to want to do in order to be able to use the password manager is to download the browser extension. And a browser extension is a small piece of code that is a helper code. And in this case, it allows us to be able to catch it when you put in your username and password on a new site, and then autofill your username and password when you return somewhere. So we're going to go ahead and download this extension and add it to Chrome, and you're going to say add extension. And then it's going to need you to log in one more time because that's going to tie your account together. Once you enter your credentials and you install the Chrome extension, you'll see there's a little puzzle piece here if you're in Chrome. So they don't directly show you your extensions anymore, but you can find them up here. And then you can click this pin button, and then you'll be able to see your Easeenet extension at any time. And you can see that you're logged in. You can go to your dashboard. If there's ever a site that's not working right, you can report a bug. And then you can also see all of your vaults here or log out. Now that it's installed, it's going to capture your usernames and passwords as you navigate the internet normally. So for example, let's say we went to usbank.com, and what you'll see in the top right is there's a little green E here in the username and password field. So when we put in Easeenet test, when we put in our username and password and go to click login, you'll see that it says login submit detected. We notice this website's not saved. Would you like to save it? When you click yes, it'll ask you for a category. Now, this is important because it's going to start to build out your organized dashboard, both for you today and then for your family to be able to understand what every site is doing in the future. So I'll say banks and credit unions, change this to US Bank, click Save. So now when we come back to our dashboard and we'll refresh the page, now you see we have our first category showing up here. As you add a vault entry, so that's an account with a username and password, or we also have offline vaults that you can add. Adding an offline vault would be like a gate code or something like that, and you can do that, give it a name, select a category, put in that data, and click Save. So in this case, let's say we were doing a gate code, and that goes under House, and we say, oh, the gate code is 1234, Save. And now you see we have two different categories that are showing up. So we have a house, and there's our gate code. And then we also have banking and finance, banks and credit unions, and there's US Bank. For US Bank, if we click on this, it's going to take us right back out to that website and autofill the username and password that we saved. The next thing that you want to do, and this is really, really important to get started with right away, is to add legacy contacts. So these are going to be the people that are trusted to handle your digital estate down the road if something happens to you. And again, there's a little tour that you can walk through, but you'll invite the contacts that you want to be a legacy contact. Right now you can see there's no access, but from my Erin at Easeenet account, it'll show that I'm a legacy contact for easynettest@gmail.com, and there will be a request button. When I click that button, it'll send an email to this user saying, hey, Erin just requested access to your Easeenet account. Click here if you don't want her to have it. And you get to choose how long you have to reject their request. Now, keep in mind, if you're incapacitated, if you've passed away, you're not going to be there to stop them from getting access. And that's really the way it's designed. So you can change the amount of time for that timeout period here. So let's say we changed it to 24 hours. Make sure you click Save Profile so that that change is saved in your account. So now, if I, as Erin at Easeenet.com, requested access, I, as Easeenet Test, would have 24 hours to click a link and block Erin at Easeenet from getting access to my account. To share documents on Easeenet, go into the document that you're wanting to share and click the edit icon, which looks like a pencil on a notepad. From here, you can add notes if you like, and also share with other trusted users. Notes are also available in your password vault. So if you have security questions that you want to put the answers to, or you have you want to say what you want done with that account if something happens to you. For example, you want your Facebook account memorialized. You can do that in the notes. So here we're going to share. We can share a document with another trusted user, invite that contact, and now you can see that this person has access to that document. Now keep in mind that if you were to delete this document, they will lose access to it unless they have downloaded it and put it into their own Easeenet account. It will show up in their Easeenet account under shared documents, so it'll be in this shared folder in my account. However, if you delete it, then it will no longer be shared with them. The next piece is journaling. You can add your memories and your stories, anything that you want to remember for yourself or that you want your loved ones to have. Once you enter your topic or your question that you're answering and then the answer you want to put, click on Answer and it'll save that. You can always edit it or delete it down the road. Next up is your Legacy Worksheet. So this is going to be where you capture all the critical life details that many people forget to pass on. And so it's a super important step to go through and fill this in. You can see that by default, any sensitive information is not going to show. It's going to show as characters. But then you can also view it when you need to. And then just click Save on the right side. Keep in mind there are 4 separate sections here. So there's personal, financial, health, and end of life. So you'll want to make sure that you fill out all the sections properly. If you're coming over from another password manager, you may want to import the passwords from that password manager. So for example, let's say I'd been using Google to store my passwords. The way you export them from Google is to go into Settings, into Autofill and Passwords, and then you'll go into your Google account to be able to view the passwords that you have saved. You can see we don't have any here, but the way you'll do this is click on the little gear icon and export your passwords. And then once you've done that, verified it's you, it's going to download a file to your computer. From there, once you've clicked Browse and selected the file with your passwords, what you'll see is all of the passwords that were stored and that were exported will be in here. And you'll see over here the status is missing because they have not yet been added to Easeenet. What you'll want to do is select the ones that you want to add. There is a select all button, but be judicious in your use of this because many times, especially if you've been using Chrome, there will be a number of accounts that are either no longer accurate or are missing some of this information and they won't import properly. You do need to select a category for each of these. So let's say for Amazon, it's shopping. Actually, we just did US banks. We're not going to add that. And Home Depot, let's say shopping and household, and this is travel. So now when we click add, you notice that 3 of these have now moved to exists. In other words, they've already been imported so that you don't accidentally import them again if you do some and leave and come back. So it's grayed these out. So now we're good to go. So now when we click on the Easeenet logo and we come back to our home page, now we have even more categories that have been added to our dashboard. And that'll continue as you add new categories. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to us at info@easeenet.com. You can also come through chat if you want. To get there, you do need to log out because we did not want to tie the chat in behind our security protocols. But from the home page, you can see there is chat down in the bottom right. Thanks so much for watching and let us know what other questions you have. Thanks again.